Check. All of you, please maintain silence.
Please be seated. Please rise for the invocation.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செய்ய மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you. Is there any other thing?
I request the director to welcome the dignitaries on the dais with a
Please
bouquet.
be seated. The graduation day is declared open.
I request the director to welcome the dignitaries on the dais with a bouquet. Thank you, sir.
May I now request Mr. GSS Gopal Krishna, Honorable Board Member, RSB, to welcome the gathering and introduce the chief guest.
So thank you very much. Good morning, Chairman, Chief Mentor, Chief Guest, members of the Governing Board, faculty, staff, and my dear students. I'm delighted to be invited to this such a joyous moment where all the graduating class of this year who are present here, and my heartiest congratulations to the graduating class, their parents and well-wishers, above all the faculties and staff of Rajalakshmi Business School. School of Business. It's a very proud moment for the graduating class as you are graduating from one of the best business school which have actually carved this niche for the quality education. As a graduating class, you are taking a step forward and you will join organization and you will start your startups of your own to create, implement ideas, businesses, whatever you have studied in this business school. And I wanted to make an advice which actually the great J.R.D. Tata has quoted, quote, "To be a leader, you have to be a lead human being with affection." With this, who can actually explain this better than our chief guest? I would like to take this opportunity to welcome and introduce our chief guest, Mr. Satyanarayan Mehta. Mr. Mehta has a master's in human resources and he has 23 years plus experience, out of which 18 years he is in TCS, the Tata Consultancy Services. Initially he worked for 5 years in a manufacturing unit. He is currently Global Head Policies and Talent Transformation for Tata Consultancy Services and also the Global Head of HR for Enterprise Growth Group, which is $8.5 billion. And he leads actually 200,000 plus associate across the globe. In TCS, he has handled several strategic roles within HR and talent management like business units, branches, and overseas geographies. I welcome Mr. Satyanarayan Mehta to join this joyous occasion. Before signing off, I wish all of you and your families a very happy and prosperous Diwali. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I request respected Madam Chairperson to welcome the chief guest with a memento. Thank you, Madam.
I request Dr. P. David Jawahar, Director RSB, to present the annual report of the Institute.
Most respected dignitaries on the stage, excuse me, and off the stage, it gives me great pleasure in presenting this report. Rajalakshmi School of Business, a part of the Rajalakshmi Institutions, is a prestigious Chennai-based premier business school. In the recent past, RSB has been confirmed the prestigious award of being in the Times of India list of top emerging B schools in India. RSB offers a flagship 2 years full-time PGDM program and a 1-year PGPM course. RSB, with an infrastructure of 50 acres of Wi-Fi enabled campus with gallery type air-conditioned classrooms, is one of the best equipped B schools in this region. Admissions. The second year PGDM course has a strength of 63 with 27 female and 36 male students. The first year batch has a strength of 103 comprising of 40 female and 63 male students. The initiation day for the 8th batch of PGDM students happened on the 12th of August. The chief guest for the program was Mr. Manigandan Rajgopal, General Manager, Employee Relations, Hyundai Motors. Placements. The placement season had been exemplary this year. The number of offers had increased by more than 100% as compared to the previous year. The highest offer carried a CTC of 12 lakhs per annum compared to 7.8 lakhs per annum the previous year. and average CTC had increased to rupees 6.2 lakhs from 5.1 lakhs the previous year. 36 corporates participated in the placement drives, and offers made this year includes ICICI Bank, Invesco Mutual Fund, College Dunia, Bajaj Capital, HFFC, and others. Academic resources. We are well aware that abundant academic resources help in the transformation process. RSB boasts of a well-stacked library with all latest editions of books available. To bring out quality research from faculty members and students, we have subscribed to EBSCO, an online database. With quality databases and search features, EBSCO host helps researchers find the information they need fast. Our institution has also subscribed to Prowess IQ, which is powered by the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. Prowess is a database of the financial reports of Indian companies. Prowess IQ provides time series data beginning 1989-90, which will be very useful for research. Our faculty are active in research and have published in journals indexed in Scopus and listed in the ABDC. IMA BizLab is a first of its kind virtual lab for management students. Just like the laboratories for other education fields, using the IMA BizLab software, students may experiment with various management strategies and tactics on the given scenario. At RSB, we have made IMA BizLab available to all our students. Thus, RSB is recognized as All India Management Association BizLab Accredited Institute. The IMA BizLab was inaugurated by Mr. Neeraj Kapoor, Director of IMA, on the 12th of August. All our second year PGDM students have completed a module in BizLab as part of their strategic management course. Introduction of new courses. In the year 2020, we had introduced a new vertical called Business Analytics. In this vertical, we have offered courses on data visualization, Excel dashboard and automation, artificial intelligence and machine learning, business forecasting with R and Python. We continue to strengthen that vertical. We have also introduced one other vertical, FinTech or financial technology. It is one of the fastest growing sectors in finance today. The demand is only expected to rise as we see apps and other digital mediums gaining popularity. We are one among the few institutions in our country where FinTech courses are offered as a separate vertical. Strategically, we have tied up with the business standard, and business quizzes have become an integral part of learning at RSB. Guest lectures. The greatest of the learning in a B school happens with the help of practicing managers. We were greatly assisted by dozens of such managers in this regard. We had a corporate talk by Mr. Shashikant Jairam, Vice President Global Human Resources Multicore Ware Incorporated on the 29th of July. On 19 September, Mr. Lakshman Subramanian, Senior Global Sourcing Manager, Apple Inc., inaugurated the Center of Excellence in Apple Technologies on the campus. His tech talk followed the event on operations management at the Steve Jobs Gallery. On 23rd September, a resume building workshop was conducted by Mr. Lakshmi Narayan of Build HR Management Consultants for the second years. On 24th of September, Mr. A. Sendil Kumar of Sincere Syndication addressed our students on employment opportunities in the financial sector. On the same day, we organized a group discussion and interview skills workshop for the second year PGDM students. The workshop was conducted by Career Tree. On 27th September, Mr. Srinivas Murli, Senior Associate Lead, as Infosys trained first year students on personal effectiveness. On 30th September 2022, the first year PGDM students from the RSB learned about leveraging LinkedIn for job hunting and career development from Raghunath Ramsamy, founder and CEO of Spectrum Consulting and Failsafe Hiring. On 1st October 2022, Krishraj, head HR of Lender Drives, addressed the students of the RSB on recruitment trends in today's business environment. Sri Vallabhan, the regional head HR of Uno Minda Group, addressed the PGDM students of the RSB. The session on career readiness was held on 8th October with an emphasis on personal journal writing. On 14th October, our first year PGDM students had a great opportunity to learn about the role of HR in logistics and supply chain industry from Mr. Vel Pandian, Employee Relation Lead, AP Moller Maersk. On 15th October, the second year PGDM students had an opportunity to attend a crucial talk on employability skills by Mr. Padma Praveen of Ford Motor Company. Club activities. Various club activities make this campus a dynamic, lively, and creative place all around the year. The Business Analytics Club held its first event for the academic year on the 26th of August, and it was a very engaging event. We were excited to have Mr. Suresh Kumar Paramamurthy, Associate Director Zebu Shares and Wealth Management Private Limited as a guest of honor. The Finance Club held its first big event on the 27th August, and the activities included a quiz, stock war, financial report analysis, and a guest lecture on stock trading. Finance Club had conducted a panel discussion on Budget 2022 immediately after the presentation of the budget by the Union Finance Minister. The Debate Club of RSP organized a gripping debate on the topic, Is India Ready for E-Vehicles, at our campus on 23rd of July. The participants gathered crucial information regarding the new age vehicles and shared valuable insights about this modern day evolution. On the inaugural of the Debate Club, another engaging debate on nepotism in the Indian corporate world was conducted. The Entrepreneurship Club was inaugurated by Mr. Shyam Siddharth and Mr. Praveen Krishna from Tamilpreneurs. Industrial visits. Where we could not bring the industry to the classroom, RSB went to the industry. Students specializing in analytics and operations had the rare opportunity to understand the operations of the global automotive manufacturing plant, Abbey Shuatech, Chennai, on the 23rd of August. On the 16th of September, our PGDM HR students visited the campus of Salcom Manufacturing India Private Limited. Our second year PGDM students visited Mando Automotive India Private Limited on the 17th of September. Celebrations. RSB does not lack in the fun quotient either. On the 25th of August, we celebrated World Doctorates Day at our campus. This day aims to celebrate the inspiring degree of doctorates, which reflects excellent education and hard work. The RSB campus is lively with celebrations of all kinds, embracing the multicultural values. The students had arranged a lovely Teachers' Day celebration with various events. Onam and Dasara were celebrated in the traditional way at our campus. Student achievements. In a very short time, RSB has proved that its students are second to none. Our first year PGDM students, Abhirami, Neeraja, Rejo Jayasudas, Jayashri, and Shobana, won the second prize in the Amity Global Business School Rags to Riches quiz competition in the month of September. It was also a double delight for us since RSB also won a special award for maximum participation. The students of RSB had also participated in the All India Management Students Convention 2022 conducted by the Madras Management Association on 27th September. RSBians had participated in the Think Tank Mastermind Quiz competition and had secured first and second places and won rupees 20,000 and 15,000 cash prizes respectively. Our second year PGDM student, Mr. Igjo Dina, had secured third place in the Bulls and Bears mock trading event conducted by Vidya Lankar School of Information Technology, Mumbai. An NGO, Albe, organized an interactive session for various college students on the 14th of September at Raj Bhavan. RSB students had the privilege to be a part of this incredible event. The event's chief guest was our Honorable Tamil Nadu Governor, Mr. R.N. Ravi. Faculty achievements. The highly talented faculty team proved its prowess in the following ways. Our faculty, Dr. S. Gayatri, presented her research paper titled Effect of Deming's Principles on Employee Development, a study on automotive industry in India at the International Conference on Celerity and Sustainable Development at SDNB, Vaishnava College, and won the Best Paper Award. I would like to conclude by saying that RSB will strive to remain an enlightened place of learning where we continue to push boundaries of knowledge, nurture critical inquiry, and build an empowered community. The RSB spirit is best captured by these words from the former president and visionary educationist of India, Shri Sarvapillai Radhakrishnan. Education, to be complete, must be humane. It must include not only the training of the intellect, but the refinement of the heart and the discipline of the spirit. No education can be regarded as complete if it neglects the heart and the spirit. I also take this opportunity in wishing the graduating students all the best in their careers in the industry. May they keep the RSB flag flying. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir.
I request our esteemed chief guest, Mr. T. Satyanarayana Mehta, Global Head Human Resources, Enterprise Growth Group, Tata Consultancy Services, to deliver the graduation day address.
Thank you. First of all, respected chairperson, ma'am, board members, honorable directors, faculty members, parents, and my young friends. It's a great pleasure for me to be here today. When I stand here, probably I have memories rushing back when I was probably in your seats 23 years back. And it makes it more special because I see my mentor sitting here in the first row who made it possible for me. So it's a great responsibility also that we are all undertaking today as graduates of this great institute. It's also very special because RSB and the company I represent, TCS, has had a very long-standing relationship, right? And that makes it more special for me, and it's a privilege. Ma'am, thanks for having me here today. I just thought, what should I tell to young graduates? So I put myself into your shoes, probably although 2 decades back, but with the experience that I've got in the last 2 decades, I thought, why can't I give you a head start for all the graduates here today on what they should be looking forward to in a corporate environment, right? So I think we all know last 2 years have been very, very challenging. At the same time, I always look at the positive side of things. I think that's something which all of us need to keep up with. While it was challenging, we had moved from the physical classes to virtual classes. We couldn't identify each other because we were wearing masks. We couldn't recognize our own families and friends after a point in time. The world became really, really virtual. But I think it also brought out the resilience in each one of us, right? And especially in our country, the way in which we tackle the pandemic, right? Be it the vaccinations, digitized totally. I was talking to some of my colleagues in the US because I had to travel to US during the pandemic for some meetings. And they were checking for my vaccination certificates. So he was calling me and asking me, I hope you have the papers ready for vaccination, all of it. So I was like, boss, we have it on an app. And then when I reached there in US and when I was spending time with my colleagues and teams there, their vaccination certificates were in paper, right? So we are speaking about probably the largest economy in the world who were not digitized or who were not ready for it, but we in India were way ahead and we continue to be there. I think that's a great example of where this country is progressing. That's what really makes me feel that you guys are graduating at the right time, right? We can always say that, yeah, I missed out the fun of being in a campus or talking to people, learning more. But I think what you are going to get into is a time where technology, as we all know, is playing a much more important and a critical role, right? Having said that, I think while the opportunities are there and it looks very promising, I'm sure most of you will also have a bit of anxiety and questions in your mind, right? And I can assure you I was there in that same place a couple of decades back. So I always thought what matters is this, right? Success is when right opportunity meets right preparation, right? And how do you ensure that the right preparation or the right opportunity also arrives at the right time, right? That's a question which all of us have in different ways, right? We think about, I want to be successful. Am I really prepared to be successful? Is the timing right for me? Should I do this? Should I do that or not? I found my answer in pace, right? For me, I think the key to the answer is pace. What is pace? Pace is nothing but being positive, being aspirational, being collaborative, and being empathetic, right? Positive, aspiration, collaborative, and empathetic. I think that is what pace is for me, right? Positivity, I think we need to start positivity by being grateful to what we have, right? We are graduating today, but that graduation, if our part was 50%, the other 50% was on the families that helped us to be in this premier institute that we are graduating from, the faculty members who made that possible for us, and more importantly, our own friend groups, right? Our friends group, our colleagues who helped each other during this pandemic time. So be grateful for what we have is what I would say, right? I'll probably take a small story. I can't resist myself from quoting stories because I'm a big fan of storytelling. See, here's a small village ruled by a king, and he goes on his morning walk every day to the kingdom. He's a very, very poor villager who probably doesn't even have a full-fledged hut in place, but very happy about his life. So the king starts thinking, boss, what is happening here? I am a king. I am not as happy as the small farmer or the villager that is there who doesn't even have a proper thatch on the hut. So he asks his minister, the minister says, sir, give me 2 days and then you come back for the walk again. So what the minister did was, that night, he put a coin of gold, a bag of gold coins, numbering 99, in front of that poor villager's house. Next morning, the villager woke up, he came out of the hut, he found the bag of gold coins. And who will say no to gold coins? And when it is there at your doorstep, right? And it was with a note saying that this is for you. So he didn't have a conscious thing saying that, okay, did somebody drop it or not? So he felt it was for him. Human tendency, he started counting the coins. He found 99 gold coins. So he forgot that he had 99 gold coins. He thought the bag must contain 100 gold coins. Where's the one missing coin? So he started searching for it the entire day. He lost his rhythm. He continued doing it for 2 days, 3 days. And then when the king came back, he could see a visible difference in how that villager was behaving. Because the villager was not happy with what he had, not grateful to the fact that he got something which probably he didn't even deserve, but was looking for something which he felt was missing of a thing that he didn't even deserve, right? So keep that in mind, be grateful for what you have. Second, I think a lot of positivity or being positive comes from embracing risks, right? We have heard management speakers speak about embracing risk. Try and fail, because the way I define fail is first attempt in learning, FAIL, first attempt in learning. If you are not learning, then you are going to get stagnant. So in your corporate world, as you graduate, as you take up your roles, please learn as much as possible, not just from the jobs that you are doing, but from people around you, right? I think that is very, very important. I think the other thing that I wanted to also touch upon on the PACE aspect after positivity is aspiration, like what I told you. I strongly believe aspirations are free, right? Nobody can stop you from aspiring what you want to be. So please dream, 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 and dream. Dreams can transform your thoughts into action, provided you're willing to back it up with sincerity and you have the hunger for performing. Corporate worlds are very, very different. Most of you would have sensed it when you have been through your placements. Excellent annual report, sir. Very, very pleased to see that you are taking a very holistic approach to this graduation. It is not just about being in a campus and studying, but also giving different exposure, right? So please have aspirations, set targets for yourself, have dreams, but having dream alone is not going to help you. You need to back that dream with your performance, right? So please keep that in mind. How do you back it up with performance? By being hungry for knowledge, being hungry for wisdom, right? I think again, formal education, I strongly believe, is a beginning of the journey of learning, right? You can graduate, you can read whatever in your subjects, all of it. It's the beginning. It's a very important beginning, no doubt. But how do you use it when you are in a corporate environment is what matters. That is what performance is all about, right? And I strongly feel curiosity is important. So when you want to dream, you want to perform, you want to be hungry, you need to be curious. In my first year of my professional experience, way back in '99, I was probably one of the first guys to be picked up in the Chennai for a campus recruitment and offered a job in Thiruvaruran Sugars, right? That was my first company. I'm a Chennaiite, born and brought up in Chennai, probably not gone outside of Chennai for a long duration of time. The factory, it's a sugar factory situated in a village called Kollumangudi. Okay, I don't know how many of you know where the village is. It's down south in near Mayavaram, 25 kilometers away from Mayavaram. Here I was a guy who was brought up in a metro city, had the best of life so far, but had to go out to that place for my first job. And no qualms, I think ma'am was very, very instrumental in me taking up that job because it was an issue of prestige. The company had come to our institute, DG Vaishnav, and 2-3 years and they had not picked anybody and I was the first guy to be offered. So I go in, I land in there. I had read about personnel management, industrial relations, ID Act, all of it. First week of my landing in, my personnel officer is on vacation, so I land in there. There's a strike. I have read what it means on book, right? Here I am actually in between, garroted by 500 people in a strike. That's the learning, right? I think there were two options for me at that point in time. To say that in that garrowing environment to the union leader saying, boss, I'm new to this, I don't know what you're doing, so let me out of it. Or the other is to say, I am responsible for this, what's happening. Although I might not know what was there in the past, let me find out, let's come to a consensus and do what is required. I took the second approach, and I think that learning has been immense for me, right? So when you are facing scenarios, situations where you have two options, go with an option that will give you the learning. I very, very strongly believe that we need to be in the thick of things. As professionals, whether you are a finance professional, marketing, human resources, data person, analytics person, be in the thick of action. And how can you be in the thick of action? By being closer to your business. I very, very strongly believe in it. So keep that curiosity high. I spoke about collaboration as another part of the PACE aspect. See, we all know that we work in ecosystems today. I think gone are the days where you can say that I as an individual can do this, I can do that. I think it's time for us to move away from that I, because there is a lot depending on the I to be successful, which is the teams that we work with. Don't forget that. I'm sure that when you are doing your project works or you are doing your field visits, you would have seen how the organizations work. There'll be a head. We are today moving into a world where what we call as servant leadership. I'm sure that all of you have heard about this. It's very, very important to acknowledge and be a part of that ecosystem, right? Lastly, I think as a part of the collaboration, while it's important that we all work in an ecosystem, all of it, you need to also stand out from the crowd. What is your personal brand? Right? I think it's very, very important for you to also start reflecting about who should I be known as, right? Who am I? Right? It's obviously not the Jackie Chan movie, but right, you need to also think about what you should be known for. You have got good education from a very premier institute. You have got jobs. Is that what you want to be? Or you want to aspire, dream, and build a brand for yourself? So think about that. Build your own personal brand. Realize your own potentials, right? It's very, very easy for you to be happy and satisfied with what you do, but push the boundaries. Again, probably a short story. Probably I think I have some time. So again, this is a story of a very poor villager, and there is a saint who comes into the village. So this villager's house is on top of a hillock. So the saint comes in, a monk probably, with his followers. He follows the villager, everybody, he greets everybody. And then this poor man says, it will be of good fortune for us if you can come to our humble abode on top of the hillock. So the monk says, okay. So they go to the poor man's house. The house is very badly kept, not very great things inside the house. The wife, the kids, all of them are happy though with whatever they have. And the wife gives the monk a cup of tea in a very nice handmade cup, right? And after having the tea, the man says to the monk, I'm suffering from poverty. I have a donkey with me which takes the load for the villagers, and I earn my living out of that donkey. So the monk doesn't react. The villager was expecting that the monk will tell him to do this, that, so that he can be rich and prosperous. But the monk doesn't react. They spend the night. The next day morning, when the monk is walking out of the house, he takes the donkey along. That was the only source of income for this guy. So the monk takes the donkey along. Nobody has the guts to ask the monk, why are you doing this? Because that's the only way this guy was earning money and he was running his family. After they come down the hill, one of his followers asks him, what have you done? You are going to let this family die in poverty. So the monk doesn't reply. He says, we will come after 6 months and see what happens. So after 6 months, the monk comes again, true to his word. In the place of the small house in the hillock, he finds a big house there now. So the followers are surprised. They say, okay, probably the man and the family didn't survive the poverty, they would have died. and probably somebody else has taken over that place and they have built a house. So then the monk says, let's go up and see what's happening there. So they climb the hill, they come in, they find the same family, and they are now well to do in a matter of 6 months' time, very well from what they were previously. So the followers are very, very surprised. They ask the person, how is it your only livelihood was the donkey, and the monk took the donkey, but you seem to be having a better life today. How is it possible? So then the poor man says, we were also very upset about it until the time we started thinking about how should we earn our livelihood now. And I saw the handicrafts of my wife, that she was making the cup of tea that was served. And we started making those in more numbers, and we started selling it in the village, and to the neighboring village, and to the neighboring village. We got rich. It is not that we don't have the potential. All of us have the potentials, right? To grow, to be successful. But we define it within a boundary. So please, please don't have a boundary for your potentials, right? I think as you take steps into the corporate world, you will also find that you will be given tasks, you will be doing jobs which probably can limit you, right? It's important that you do that well, because that is where the learnings will come from. Right? And from there on, you need to see what is your potential and then move forward with that potential. So I think be very, very empathetic. That is what I would say. So keep in mind the pace aspect of it. And I strongly believe that while we are successful, happy, we are successful in whatever we do, it's important that we also give back. See, I represent Tata's, right? And this is a company known for corporate social responsibility and sustainability. It's ingrained in us, right? You always need to give back, and I have taken it personally in my life. Wherever possible, I try and give back to this society, to the institutes that I have been a part of, to my parents. We always tend to neglect that aspect of family and say that the father and mother are responsible for my upbringing, and they need to, it's their responsibility to give me the education. The faculty is responsible for teaching me. So what's the big deal? But for a second, just think about what would have happened if they had not given you this direction and guidance, be it the faculty or the parents or the ecosystem that you are a part of in your growing years. So keep that in mind, keep the aspect of pace, give back to all the people who matter to you in your own small ways. As you grow in your careers, I am sure that you will be much more happy human beings. And end of the day, after 2 years, 3 years, when you come back to this campus, you meet your faculty members, you meet your friends, ask yourself one question: what have I learned or what I have done in the last 2 years? If your answer is anything which is positive, then I think this graduation that you have done, the first steps that you are taking into a corporate world, into your careers, has been very, very successful, and you are in the right direction, right? So with that, congratulations, all the very best, and thanks to all the faculty members, the teaching staff, the chairperson, the board of this great institute for giving out graduates to the corporate world who will, I strongly believe, will make a difference. So with that, thank you very much. It's a pleasure and honor being here today, and very happy festivities for all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring speech. It will remain in our hearts for long.
I invite the director to present the candidates to be conferred with the PG diplomas. I request the audience to avoid applauding for each candidate. I request the audience to wait for the entire set of graduates to receive their diplomas, and then we shall applaud together.
Respected Madam Chairperson, I seek permission to present the candidates to be conferred with the PG diploma. By virtue of the authority vested in me as the director of Rajalakshmi School of Business, I confirm on the recommendation of the faculty that the graduates listed have successfully completed the requirements of the institute for the awards for which they are being presented today. Let the candidates be conferred with the diploma.
Thank you, sir. I request respected Madam Chairperson to give away the PG diplomas.
Candidates, please rise. Graduates, please rise. You shall proceed to the stage as I call out your names. Ilango M. Mahajiban. Kaushik R. Akash P. Priyanka S. Divya S. Mamata R. Amruta P. Arun Bhavnesh. Vivekanand S. Balaji MS. Shruti KR. Isaac Anthony. Sanjay Kant GR. Srimati P. Shalini S. Damodaran R. Mukesh PC. Syed Assam. Ilango Karthik. Amit A. Pavitra S. Karthik D. Madhumita R. Sivachandran R. Bhavatraj. Vishnu Kumar. Yogesh Kumar. Kartika U. Kritika U. Ammalu AS. Harini. Sahiti Lakshmi Sramani. Sharbeshwar. Kumaresan. And Koteshwar.
Thank you, Madam.
I invite the director to present the candidates to be conferred with the PG diplomas in absentia.
Respected Chairperson, ma'am, I seek permission to present the candidates to be conferred with the PG diploma in absentia. By virtue of the authority vested in me as the director of the Rajalakshmi School of Business, I confirm on the recommendation of the faculty that the graduates listed have successfully completed the requirements of the institute for the awards for which they are being presented today. Let the candidates be conferred with the diploma in absentia.
Thank you, sir.
I request the director to administer the graduation pledge to the graduates.
Graduates, you are requested to take the convocation pledge which has been given to you and keep it in your hands. Please repeat after me. I shall, while discharging my responsibilities as a professional manager, uphold the dignity and integrity of the profession and honor of RSB. I will take all decisions in the most ethical manner, preserving the interests of all my stakeholders and the society. I shall put the interests of my organization and the society above my own interests that may be detrimental to the organization and the society. I shall at all times care about providing a better standard of living to people through business growth. I shall uphold and advance the growth of society through continuous self-development and all those who will work with me. I shall always be sensitive to the impact of carbon footprint on the environment and strive to create sustainable economic, social, and environmental prosperity for the society. I shall devote my energy to promote unity and integrity of my country. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Please join us in congratulating the passing out batch. Please give them a big hand. Now the graduates may take their seats. I present the rank holders to receive the citations for academic excellence. May I request Honorable Chief Guest to do the honors, please.
The prize winners will come to the dais and receive the prizes from the chief guest.
First rank goes to Ms. Divya S. This citation, along with a medal, is presented to Ms. Divya S. in recognition and appreciation of her outstanding academic performance in achieving the first rank in PGDM 2020 to 2022. RSB highly commends her commitment, talent, and perseverance in achieving this honor.
The second rank goes to Pavitra S. This citation, along with the medal, is presented to Ms. Pavitra S. in recognition and appreciation of her outstanding academic performance in achieving the second rank in PGDM 2020 to 2022. RSB highly commends her commitment, talent, and perseverance in achieving this honor.
And the best outgoing student all-rounder award goes to Vivek Anand Yes. This citation is presented to Mr. Vivek Anand Yes in recognition and appreciation of his being the best all-round student of PGDM 2020 to 2022. RSB highly commends his commitment, talent, and perseverance in achieving this honor.
Now, it is time to honor our gurus. May I request respected Madam Chairperson to give away the awards. This citation is presented to Dr. T.C. Thomas in recognition and appreciation of his outstanding academic performance for innovation and introduction of new course. RSB highly commends his commitment, talent, and perseverance in achieving this honor.
This citation is presented to Dr. A. Rekha Priyadashni in recognition and appreciation of her outstanding academic performance as the best teacher. RSB highly commends her commitment, talent, and perseverance in achieving this honor. Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. T.C. Thomas, Academic Head, to propose the oath of thanks.
Good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of Rajalakshmi School of Business, I would like to thank our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Satyanarayana Mehta, Global Head Policies and Talent Transformation, TCS, for accepting our invitation and sharing his valuable thoughts through an impressive graduation day address. Thank you, sir, for narrating with nice stories about Be Grateful what we have, and also you insisted our students to aspire and set targets and curiosity in our life. I take this opportunity to thank our respected chairperson, madam, for being a visionary and guiding force. I express my sincere thanks to our respected vice chairman, sir, for his continued guidance and support. My sincere thanks to Sri GSS Gopal Krishna, sir, Country Head, Market Function and Product Group Head TCS Ion, and our Business Advisory Council member for his valuable directions and presence. I also thank him for his welcome speech and introduction as of the chief guest. Sincere thanks to our director, Dr. P. David Javgar, sir, who effectively lead Team RSB towards its goals. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Faisal, Assistant Director, Marketing Admission, and his team members, and Mr. Deepak, Administrative Officer, for their support in the conduct of this graduation day program. I thank Principal REC, Dr. S.N. Murugesan, sir, and also I thank Professor Philip Praveen, Dean, REC, and other dignitaries from REC and RIT. I thank Dr. Vidya Srinivasan for her support in our Corporate Connect activities. I also thank all the parents, invitees, and guests present here today. I thank Dr. Kumara Perumal, Coordinator, Graduation Day, and all faculty members and staff members for their contributions to the successful conduct of this program. I thank the representatives from media for having come here to cover this program. I would also thank all the student volunteers for their active participation for this event. Last but not the least, let me thank all the graduates who have received their PG diplomas today and wish them all the best for a bright future. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. May I request Madam Chairperson to close the graduation day.
I declare the graduation day closed.
Thank you, Madam.
Please rise for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I request all of you to rise and remain standing until all the dignitaries on the dais have exited.
The graduates are requested to follow the procession for a group photograph. After the group photograph, please return your robes and return the completed feedback forms. I repeat, the graduates are requested to follow the procession for a group photograph. After the group photograph, please return your robes and return the completed feedback forms. All are kindly requested to join us for lunch.